So what's up everybody? So I just want to update you on Alteryx, and today is day 3, and I usually don't look at my positions on a daily basis because I'm a long-term investor and I just kind of let it go up and down or whatever. But I looked at Alteryx today and the election results hasn't announced yet, and it has already gone up by 7% for the stock. I think that's pretty amazing. And when I'm looking at the options I bought for Alteryx, the stock went up by 7%. And my options actually went up by 16% in total since I purchased it. So that is amazing. And what does that mean in terms of dollar value? So I invested around $25,000, and as of right now, my position is worth $29,000, $0 and $32. So that is pretty amazing, and I'm happy with this return. I'm still holding on to it, so we'll see what happens. Now, normally, I'm a long-term investor. I don't really care whether the market goes up and down on any given day because my plan is to hold Alteryx for a long period of time. So my second investment, American Express. Earlier this week, I did a full-blown analysis within Investing Accelerator on how I think about, Visa, MasterCard, and American Express. And after we look at the technical, we look at the financials, we look at news, and we look at a whole bunch of factors. And then we decided that, wow, American Express is actually a great company in the middle of the pandemic. So when I'm looking at American Express, I used to have a credit card with them. Now I'm actually using MasterCard, but I think the customers they serve is great. And after combining all the analysis together, I decided to buy American Express at $95 using stock options. And this time, instead of allocating $25,000, I am going to allocate $20,000, mainly due to position sizing. And my target for American Express is around $105. So that's the minimum targets I expect it to go to. And ideally, of course, I want to exit closer to $130 or so. So we'll see what happens. I'm a long-term investor, and I'm happy to hold on to American Express until the pandemic is all over, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So I'm very excited, and we'll see who's the president. So right now is November 8th. Biden has just been elected as the president. One day before that, the stock market was actually in kind of a mixed results. It was going up and down. And for Alteryx, it actually went down 20% within one day. So if we rewind back a couple of days, when I invested in it, it actually went up by 7% or so. And then within one day, it went down by 20% because earnings got released. And I guess the CEO said something weird or funny or basically something that didn't satisfy the Wall Street. So everyone was exiting and leaving the stock. But nevertheless, I'm a strong believer of Alteryx and in data analytics. So I think the stock itself is going to be fine. So I'm a long-term investor. So I'm going to keep holding on to it. So here is the chart. And you can see that the price is actually going down right now. And on the right-hand side, you actually see that the stock price is going down 20%. So it's quite dramatic here. And we'll see what happens next week. But my goal is really to exit Alteryx at around $190 or so. So that is definitely a stretch goal. And we'll see if we get there in the next year or two. Now, the next stock is AXP, which is American Express. And I also put around $20,000 into it. And I got in at around $95 or so. So I think it's a fairly good price. And you can look at the charts here. And we'll see what happens. And surprisingly, within 1 week, it jumped up from $25 to $42.5 overnight. And it was surprising. And then after analyzing the situation, the risk and reward, I decided that, wow, what are the odds that you can make $42.5 from $25 in 1 week? So I took the profit, and that is a return of 70% in 1 week. So now for this position, I'm sitting back on cash again and waiting for the next opportunity to happen. So earlier I said the gain was around $13,984. So that's pretty good. 70% return for $20,000 invested. So that is a fantastic return within 1 week. So now a portion of my portfolio is sitting on cash again. So earlier I mentioned that the Tesla costs around $76,890. And with the $13,000 gain, that means I still need to make $62,906 in the next 3 years or so. And right now, my total capital balance is $84,000, 0 and 83 bucks. So that means with $50,000 being invested in Alteryx, I have around $34,000 remaining. I can choose to invest in another stock. So in the coming weeks, let's see what's a good investment and we will go from there.